Kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to Extension in the Kitchen. Today we're doing a healthier version of a holiday inspired cooking show. So we are going to start off first with our dessert because the dessert is the most important thing over the holidays. Am I right?
I agree.
And so Courtney is going to put together our healthier pumpkin pie recipe. And we have already put the crust in the oven. So we have a graham cracker crust. So tell us what else is going in our recipe.
Okay, so we've got our light brown sugar. We've got nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger. We've got some vanilla extract, salt, and then we've got our pumpkin, of course. So let's talk a little bit about the pumpkin. The color looks great, as you can see. Also, we've got lots of fiber in pumpkin, and it's a good source of fiber per serving. And then vitamin A, you actually get 250% of your daily recommended amount.
That's a lot of
vitamin
vitamin
So that's great. Yeah, so it's really good for our digestion and everything. Next, we have skim evaporated milk. So with the skim, it's important because you're cutting down with fat. It has no fat in it. And then sugars, it has little sugars in it, so that cuts down on all the extra calories. That does come with dessert usually.
Awesome.
Yes.
This is going to be delicious. I'm so excited.
Okay.
So let's start off. We're going to add our dry ingredients into the bowl. So we're going to put our brown sugar, our cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and salt. And we're going to go ahead and stir that up so it's all mixed in evenly.
Smells delicious.
Oh, yeah. Okay, once we get those dry ingredients nice and evenly mixed, we're going to go ahead and add in our eggs.
Okay.
So let's grab those eggs out. We're going to also put in our vanilla. Is this our vanilla?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vanilla.
Bowl.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm just going to crack.
And then lastly, we'll put in our pumpkin and our milk. And we'll mix all that up good. All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Haley.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Good. Adding the pumpkin.
Super easy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we already have our oven preheated to 350 degrees. And again, before we did that, we lightly browned our crust for about 5 minutes until it's just a nice brown color. And so we're going to add this mixture into our crust, and we're going to cook it in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes or until your knife comes out clean. That looks great, Quinn.
Okay. Got all the clumps.
That's the hard part, is getting it in there. Perfect.
All right. I don't want to overfill it. Okay, that's good.
Awesome. I'll take that out of your way.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to put the edges down. All right, like she said, we've already preheated the oven. All right,
Good
there
job.
we go. Keep an eye on it, and it's got to cook. It says 40 to 50 minutes or until the knife comes out clean. So we're going to keep an eye on it while we continue on.
Awesome, great
Okay.
job. So next we're moving on to recipe number 2, which is our homemade mashed potatoes. And I don't know about y'all, but in my homemade mashed potatoes, I like to leave the skins on. And so we want to go ahead and cook our potatoes in a pot of boiling water. And we're going to cook them for about 20 minutes or until they are tender with a fork. All right, so we can put that lid back on. We're going to bring that to a simmer. We're going to simmer these for about 20 minutes. So now we can move on to recipe 3 while these continue to boil. And we are going to do our green bean saute. And we chose to do a green bean saute because one of my favorite recipes around the holidays is a green bean casserole. But unfortunately, a lot of times a green bean casserole has a lot of unhealthy calories in them that come from a lot of bad fats. So we want to use some healthier fats with this recipe and still get plenty of vegetables into our dish, right?
Great.
Awesome. So we're going to start off with our healthier fat, which is some olive oil. And we're going to add that to our pan. Again, some people are afraid to use fats in their diet, but they're very important. You just want to make sure you choose the ones that are healthy for you and have plenty of those mono and polyunsaturated fats. All right, so we're heating this up. And now we're going to add in some garlic.
I'll put that up for you.
Thank you, ma'am. So garlic's going to add a lot of flavor to this dish. All right, so we're going to add that in. And again, we want to start with our harder vegetables first. So as this heats up, we'll add in our onions. I also used fresh green beans for this recipe, but you could definitely use canned green beans if that's what you have at home. That's perfectly fine to use that. All right, so we're already coming to a simmer. Add in some onion. That's going to also add lots of good flavor. Toss some of these beans in. I love a saute because it's just a one-pot recipe, which makes it really easy when it comes time to clean up. Looking good. All right, and last we're going to add in some mushrooms as well. And these are just sliced mushrooms. I did chop them up a little bit finer. I like a lot of mushrooms. All right, and we are just going to let that continue to cook for now.
Okay. So while the pie is baking, those are simmering, and then that's cooking, let's get started on the salad.
Let's do the salad. We got to have a good salad. Again, that's going to add in a lot of those micronutrients. Also add in lots more vegetables to our holiday. All right, guys, so for our salad today, we're using salad greens. We've cut up some apples. That's gonna add a little bit more color and crunch to our recipe.
All right, so we've already tossed the greens and kind of rinsed them off, so they're right here. So we can go ahead and add the apples. It's delicious. Okay, then we're going to add the greens.
Got some green onions in there.
Okay, then we got our walnuts.
Another healthy fat for us,
yes.
right?
Delicious. Okay. And then probably my favorite, the cranberries, right?
Adds a little sweet touch,
It
right?
does. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Then we can go ahead and we can toss in some of the dressing as well.
Okay.
Let's start with about half of that.
Okay.
Perfect. Simple and healthy addition to the holidays.
Quick too.
Absolutely.
Not spending a lot of time. Okay, so we're going to turn this down because those are boiling. We want them to simmer. I'm going to turn them down to medium.
All right, so now we're just waiting on our potatoes to finish up boiling. We're gonna continue to saute this. Our pumpkin's in the oven, and we'll be back to start with the rest of our potatoes here shortly. All right, we are back. The potatoes are now fork tender. So Courtney, will you drain those for us, and then we can add the rest of the ingredients.
Got it.
Awesome. Might be a little heavy.
Using my muscles.
So while we were gone, me and Courtney were talking too, you could definitely add some breadcrumbs to this. Maybe a little bit of some bacon bits would be good. We even pulled out some Parmesan cheese. We'll probably sprinkle a little bit of that on top of our green bean saute as well. So definitely get creative, make it your own. Just keep health in mind and think about that My Plate that we've talked about previously. We want to try to include as many of our food groups as possible so that we not only enjoy our recipes over the holiday, enjoy our time with our family, but also that we feel good and we're sharing with our family how we can eat healthier, even during that holiday season.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
going to start.
so she's going to start mashing, and I'm just going to start adding in some of these ingredients for you, okay? So we just got our potato masher going. Again, we're adding in a skim milk. You know, again, fat is not the bad guy, but our whole milk does have a lot of saturated fat in it. And saturated fat is going to be, you know, worse for our bodies. So we want to try to cut back on that where we can. I'm going to go ahead and add this butter in so it can start melting in there. I'm just walking all around Courtney while she's mashing up these potatoes. Again, you might not like cheese in your mashed potatoes, but I love a little bit of cheese, so we're going to add that in there today. And this also is a lower fat dairy option here. All right, how's that look?
Perfect. I think that leaving the skin on the potatoes really makes a difference, not only nutrient-wise, but as well as how it looks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do we need a little bit more milk?
Yeah, let's add a little bit more.
Okay.
The cheese is overtaken.
So today we are actually making these recipes to share with our coworkers. We are very thankful for them, and we want to show them our appreciation for them. So we did put a little bit more potatoes in our recipe today because we have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. So that's why we needed just a little bit more milk in ours today.
All right, that is perfect.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So our potatoes are all done. We're going to check on our green bean saute. Those green beans are looking cooked.
Check on our pie.
Delicious.
Pretty sure it's not done yet.
Yum. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to take that off of the heat there. And I might sprinkle some of this Parmesan cheese
Yes.
on. A little extra benefit there. So again, sometimes you can stray from the recipe because cooking, you've got to enjoy it. You have to enjoy your recipes, have fun with them. If you have something extra in your fridge or in your pantry that you can add to it, try it out and make it your own. That looks good, right?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Awesome. All right, so now we're just waiting on that pumpkin pie, and we'll be ready to eat. All right, we are all finished up with all of our recipes for today. We encourage you to pair all of these sides this holiday season with your favorite lean protein. So a lot of people like to choose turkey or ham. Both of those are great options and delicious choices for your holidays. Again, for our pumpkin pie, we're going to cook that for 40 to 50 minutes, or we can put our knife in, and if it comes out clean, we're all good. So we are excited to dig into this today and enjoy this holiday season with our coworkers. And I'm very thankful to have Courtney here working with me. She's awesome. And we are thankful for you guys as well. So thanks for watching us on Extension in the Kitchen. Happy holidays!